and we are doing another episode here on Bookmap, and I'm really looking forward to because there are a lot of really good stocks that moved today. I want to show you how we had benefited and killed it today on certain stocks in the market. Obviously, looking at NVIDIA, I want to talk about this one. I want to talk about our biggest winner of the day, which is ASTS. You're going to love this stock. We're going to show you how we day traded it, how we swing traded it, and how we actually make big Bookmap to help you become an overall better round trader in today's markets. Now, want to kind of just go through our watch list and show you what we've done. I want to introduce you into our trading room and everything else. So let me just bring over the trading room here really quick. So we're all our friends. Hold on 1 second. Let me bring this up. We don't need that. We don't need that. And we do need this. This is it right here. All right. So here is our professional trading room. And, you know, just right here, just kind of give you a heads up what's going on, because what I'm about to show you right here is why we were in certain stocks and how we actually trade them. So right here on the left-hand side, these are all our instructors at Cyber Trading University. You can see Debbie, me, John, Alex, Josh, Rich, all of them. And then all down here are all our traders. Right now, we got close to about 200 traders in there right now. Up on top, you can see it right here. And basically, I want to talk about some of the stocks that we traded. I want to start off with the biggest winner of the day before we start going into brand name stocks. Now, here's a stock that we traded, ASTS. And I want to bring this up over here so you can see what's going on right here. And I don't know if anyone here found ASTS or you follow on social media. We have a lot of, videos on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We're on Telegram. We're posting these watches, all that stuff. But I want to bring up this stock right here, ASTS. And right here, you could see I did a search and around ASTS. Okay. So I'm going to scroll up here. And you could see here right around 935. Everybody see that up there right here? Michael D made 18 cents on a short. He shorted it. Not even going long. Okay. Shorted it. Made money on it. But then it came down that we said ASTS is starting to make a run. So he made money on the short. We always do things by numbers. We don't do things by dollars. And you could see here, we're posting some images of Bookmap. And you could see right here that ASTS was trading about $23. Right here is around 9:35 in the morning. And we had this big order that showed up right here under the COB column, which means current order book. It was trading at $24. Now, I know some of you here on Bookmap, you probably see there's a lot of presenters that come here that showcase and use Bookmap. We all have different views of how we trade it, but we're going to show you how we do it, and might be a little bit different. We try to do it the less complicated way, like we don't have all the bells and whistles up and everything else. So as you can see here, as we go down this list and we start going later in the day, ASTS, you could see what we call iceberg orders. Iceberg orders are big block orders. And as I bring this up, you could see we're testing that iceberg order at 52,000. And next one is at 25. And you could see we're talking about it in the trading room. Now it's already around 9:47. Then I come out and I post up this picture right here. And you could see that all our instructors do things differently. Now, what I want you to see is look at how difference of the quality versus some of our other instructors, how I use it. So we all do it up a little bit differently. I like to use the big dots. I call them balls, like bowling balls. Bigger the bowling ball, the more pins you could take down. And you could see these big iceberg orders, 26, 25, 24. Now, I don't want to keep boring you going through this because we're at 9:50. Right now, the time, if you look at the bottom right, it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're talking about something that happened about 5 hours ago. Now, as the day goes on, we're trading it. We're calling things out. Iceberg order, you could see here at 135, 130 gets filled. Chuck is in and out of it. Gerard sees an iceberg order at $100. And you could see 11 o'clock. I just go in there and I say, hey, it just keeps going, keeps going. Our instructor, Rich, is talking about it. Josh, our instructor, is talking about it. Now we're at 30. It's still going. It's still going. This will not stop. You can see I put that at 12.54 right now. That's about an hour ago. Okay, so we're at that price, and you can see how the stock keeps pushing up, 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 up. And we just sitting here. You can see Josh Held Instructor ASTS keeps going up. And by the way, I just did a search on the stock. Delete search. And you could see we've been trading stocks all day. I mean, all day. But I'm bringing up this stock specifically because this is our biggest runner of the day. Now, I'm just going to move this over here on the right, and I want to bring up my execution system. Now, I own the stock, okay, for past couple of days. I did a swing trade on the stock. Right now, you can see I'm up about 10,000 on that trade, 1,000 shares, $20 stock. I was trading the stock back here about a couple of days ago. Now, I'm going to invite all of you guys to come into my trading room. By the way, if anybody here would like a copy of my book or a copy of my layout, you could email me at FaustoP@ctucorp.com. All you have to do is, because I always like to give everyone my layout, just open up your inbox. Let me just give you this really quick. Okay, just go over here. Just type in FaustoP@ctucorp.com and say, hey, Fausto, say you want a copy of my book. Just said book, or, Bookmap, if you want the Bookmap layout. And just type me something here. Or if you want anything, just send me an email right now as it's fresh in your mind. Just hit send, and I will get that email. Okay? All right. Now, I'll remind you guys again afterwards. Now, that was looking at the stock. Some of you are looking at it like, my God, how did you find this stock, Fausto? How did you know it was going up? How do you know it's continued to going up? Well, this is the power of using Bookmap, and then also being a professional trader. Been doing this for 30 years as a market maker. Now, looking at the stock, I want to bring up Bookmap right here and show you a couple of the features of it. And we're looking at Bookmap right here, and I want to zoom out. Now, you could see here on the heat map version of it, on the left-hand side, you could see a lot of red lines. That means that those are orders out there on the offer. How are they on the offer? Because we are below that number. Now, those red lines indicate big iceberg orders. Now, you could see that there was a very big one here around $30.50. You could see it right there in the middle. I'm going to zoom in over here. I'm going to show it to you. And I'm actually taking my, if you look right here, I'm scrolling my mouse. That's how I kind of like do that. And I'm going to bring this up over here. I'm going to show you what we got. So, where is he? Is he there? There we go. That's the guy I'm looking for. Now, look over here on the right-hand side under the COB column, which stands for current order book. There was a 70,000 share seller out there. You see it right there. Now, if you look at all the other orders, 3,000, 2,000, this is 70,000. 70,000, okay, times, let's just use, was it $29.90 or whatever it is. Probably $30 or whatever. Talking $2 million worth of stock. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot compared to some other stocks I'm going to show you. But when you're looking at this stock and you're seeing 700 shares, 3,000 shares, 2,000, you're talking 70,000, that is a major, major iceberg order. And not only is it an iceberg, the reason why we call them icebergs is because, it's not what's on top of the water, it's on the bottom of the water. And I came up with that word after, watching the movie The Titanic. And for everyone knows about the story about the Titanic, very sad story, unsinkable ship. From what they said, crashed into an iceberg because it was on the bottom of the water and all those wonderful people died. Now, we don't want to die like that. We don't want to hit icebergs, okay? We want to live. So the thing is this. as a trader, what I teach my students is this: let somebody else execute it. Okay. You could always buy it back, right? Now, what happened here, if you look at the green balls, okay, what that means is that that seller got executed. That is called time and sales. That order got filled, and that stock literally went up and it executed and did something that we call a slingshot slash consolidation. Now, what is a slingshot? Well, you can see how the stock went up, backed off, and then finally broke it out again. Consolidation means it was hovering there for a little bit. There was still more shares out there. The trader was doing something called refreshing, meaning he had more shares, because I know there's people out there that say, how do I know that's, he had to have more shares, or, how do we know those are real orders? That's why I want to invite all of you guys to come into my trading room. I want to give you my book so you can read a little bit more detail about it. But that's what happened right there. And that's why the stock literally took off. And you could see it, how the green balls kept hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting. Okay. So you had major resistance levels there. You had major resistance levels at 31. And now you kind of got a little bit of resistance levels here at 32. Now, everyone's probably asking, Fausto, when are you going to take your profit, right? Because you're in position sometimes and you know what it's like. Sometimes you sell things too late. Sometimes you got too greedy, and that's okay, but that's why we're here, right? Because we don't want that to happen. So I don't act smarter than Wall Street. So what I end up doing, I follow Wall Street, okay? And Wall Street is the institutions, the algorithms, everything else. So I need to find out where the orders are. So I'm going to scroll down, and I am going to look at the next biggest lines. And you could see here, as I zoom out, we have $35, maybe $37. Then we got $50, all right, which would be really cool, right? We got some at $75. You see, what you're seeing is the algorithms of the high frequency trades, the dark pools, the black rocks. All the orders are out there, are already defaulted out there. So you're having that game plan. So what I do as a trader is, when I teach my students, I want to basically know when to hold and when to fold, when to take profits, but most importantly, when to take a loss. And that's how you become a very good trader. Now, this has been a pretty good trade, so on. But you know what? There are other stocks out there that trade. So it works on every single stock. There was another one that we traded this morning, and it was called TPST. Now, I did a training class this morning, and I bought TSSP. I bought it. I only trade 100 shares of it. I was just having fun with my traders. I also bought Tesla, the ETF. And I want to show you this trade right here. So this stock right here, TPST, you could see this morning ran from $1.20 all the way up to $2.15 and then came back down. Now, why did it go up to $2.20, stop at $2.60, stopped at $2.80, broke that, went to about $2.10, and then finally never went lower? Well, very simple. Buyers and sellers are what caused that. So when I bring this up right here, this is when the party end. Right here, you could see, and it's not as clean and clear as the other one, but you could see these big red lines right here? This seller showed up here at $2.20. Now, how much was that order, you might ask? Let me zoom in and bring it over there. You could see it right there. It was 135,000 shares. And then you could see that he basically, what he did was he canceled his $2.20, and then he lowered his offer to around $2.10, meaning he was pushing it down. So you could see that when I zoom out, the biggest, darkest color was right there. That is why the stock went down, and that is why you need to know when to take a profit, okay? When to get out. Now, these are very inexpensive stocks. You could see it. They're very good. They're very fun. but I'm not here to talk about penny stocks, bulletin board stocks, small cap stocks. For some of you here, like, hey, you know what, Fausto? What about brand name stocks? What about the Fabulous Seven? Does this work for that? It works on everything, fellow traders. It works on cryptocurrency. We talk about everything. Let me tell you, let's talk about Tesla really quick. All right. Tesla was an actual pretty easy one to read. Okay. Now, it's actually even easier to trade on a stock like a brand name stock like Tesla. So you can see Tesla had a big run this morning. And let me just bring up my trading room again. And I want to do a search for Tesla because I want to show you that we were trading it today. Okay. I'm not going to lie. We don't trade it. Do a search. Did it come up? Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did right here. Okay, here's Tesla. So you could see, I'm going to scroll up here up on top, and you could see at 9:30 we were trading Tesla. Now for some people that want to just get a feel of a book, I mean, I've been doing presentations for NASDAQ for several years. Basically, that's what you're getting, the order book. So sometimes we show NASDAQ books. So some people, it's a very inexpensive tool you can get. If anybody's interested, you could see the difference between it, but obviously you're not going to get as much data or the heat map like you get in Bookmap. But you can see we're talking about it here on Tesla right around that time. And then you could see that we're talking about it here. We're showing examples of iceberg orders. What time was that? 9:40 and then 9:49. And then you could see thank you, Tesla textbook level 3 and 4 action. So Lynn and Randy are really thanking us for that trade on Tesla. Josh L. Instructor says Tesla's keeps going. Louise says Tesla. I think I will not buy Tesla now at 10:30. Okay, well, what happened at 10:30? Okay, why did he stop on Tesla? So here's 10:30. Oh, wow, what a coincidence. It stopped at 10:30. Oh, that's why. Wonder why. So you could see how, and by the way, from now till, which is, you could see it's 2:20. He said that at 10:30. And could you imagine him being stuck in his position all day? Now, just shows you how all of you will have access and we'll get to meet all these traders in our trading room. Like I told you, all you need to do is, there's my email, by the way. I email myself. Okay. Just send me an email. And like I said, FP, Fausto, just send it to Fausto at C2 Corp. Just send it to me again. I'll get you that access in that trading room. But what I want to show you here is I want to show you this. I want to show you Tesla. And you could see here, when he mentioned that big order out there, you see that big red line right there? That order's at 214. All right. And you could see now you're getting big lines coming up at 60,000, and then if you zoom out, you can even get a bigger picture that if it does break that 216, then you could see the next biggest resistance is 220. Like it or not, it's going to do that. And I want to show you this was even awesome. Look at this. This is what happens today. So if you want to know how stocks breaks resistance levels, this is how it goes. You had a big iceberg order here at 207, took him out. 208, took him out. 209, took him out. The 2950 says, I'm not interested. He canceled his order, right? Because it never got to there. Then it came to this major big iceberg order because it was really black and red, really red. Did exactly what we said just earlier on the other stock. It did a slingshot, consolidated, and then broke out of that 210. Then it went to the next level, which was, like it or not, it's going to the next one, 211. Then it went to 212. And then obviously, look at all these people start lining up here. And that's when the party ended. Now, when we started getting these orders in there, and you could start seeing all the consolidation started happening right around here, around 214, 216. And and listen, I've seen a lot more on Tesla. 60,000 to me is not a lot. I mean, I've seen, 100, 200,000s. But the big thing is this. We didn't trade Tesla. Okay. we traded TSLR. Now, why did we trade TLSR? Because first of all, it's cheaper. It's the ETF, and it goes twice as much. It's a lot more controllable. The problem is this, which you're probably asking. Why do you not use TSLL on Bookmap? I'm going to show you why. Now, you could see it nice and clean here, right? You could see it. Now, remember, TSLL trades exactly to the penny how Tesla trades. But when we look at the Tesla, hold on, because it's not really a good view of it. Let me go back a little bit further. You can't see the iceberg orders as clear as just looking at the stock. So for some of you here that trade NVIDIA, there's probably 5 different ETFs. You probably trade an ETF because maybe you want to short it, maybe because there's a less expensive stock. I'm going to show you Tesla too. But you could see here why we don't trade this, which is like a Legos, when you could trade this, which has got more cleaner lines. So just one little quick little style, just kind of teach you, that you can trade brand name stocks on this, but if you want to trade the ETFs, you could do that too. And that's another one. I want to finish off with one more. All right. And then I'm going to tell you, everyone, if you want to come and join me in the trading room, I'll show you that. But I'm going to bring up NVIDIA. Now, for some of you here, if you're not subscribed to our channel, hold on a second. Let me just bring this up. I'm going to bring up Instagram. All right. I'm going to bring up Instagram here. Hold on. There we go. A second, because I want to show you something pretty cool. So here's our Instagram page. And by the way, everyone that's on Instagram is also on Twitter and YouTube. So just please, if you subscribe to our channel, make sure you subscribe to it, give us a thumbs up, and most importantly, share it. Okay. Now I'm going to click on Reels, and we had a video here that went viral. The third one to the right, I'm going to click on it. You could see it did over 1 million views. Well, almost 1 million. Okay. I'm only like 13,000 short. So if you read this right here, well, before I do this, let me scroll down here. You'll see that on these videos, we do a lot of podcasts. Okay. These are all gurus, are good friends of mine. But as I scroll down, I want to show you something. Look at every video, which is not a podcast. It's going to show you Bookmap, 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 Bookmap. Look, Bookmap, Bookmap, Bookmap. Should I keep continuing? I'm going to keep going. Bookmap, Bookmap, Bookmap. So you could see I'm a very, very big fan of the platform. I really can't trade without it, but I want to bring up this reel really quick for you. And I want to play it for you. And if you look at it, you could see where I'm kind of pointing about these big, big iceberg orders. Now, if you get a chance, definitely watch the video. But what I've learned, and by the way, I'm new to social media. I think I've only been on Instagram for 3 months now. And we went from 2,000 followers to over, how many do I have now? Almost over 100,000, 111,000. Okay. So if you watch it, I'm showing you examples of where the icebergs are on NVIDIA, where it's at 140, 135. Now, what I've learned, the reason why I bring this up, which is really cool, is that I read the comments, and you have to see some of the comments of the people that just literally have no idea why it's so important to follow the orders. And it's great because then people starting to realize, like, oh my God, there's that many orders out there. I mean, how do you find this data? I can't believe it. I never knew I knew this. So yeah, there's just been great commentary of people just asking great questions. I think it's very educational that you read them. But anyway, it was all about NVIDIA. Like I'll bring up this video right here. NVIDIA, it has a tough time breaking 125. And you'll see I'm showing you the iceberg orders and how the stock is trending. Once again, all Bookmap. Look, 650,000 share buyer right there. Just constantly showing you over and over and over again that using Bookmap, if it's for cryptocurrency, if it's for stocks, fabulous set, whatever it may be, it's all about following the orders. Now, I find that a lot of people here, and you can see, by the way, there's that big order out there at 125 for $1 million. Another order for $1.2 million at, was that 130? You can see the stock's moving in $5 intervals. Okay. Now, I know some people here are probably kicking themselves in the butt when they said, "Oh my God, you know what? I could have had this stock during that crash." I'm looking at Tesla, wrong one. Sorry about that. Same crap. Right here. So you could see right here it was 135, where it went down to 90. Okay, so the stock has been doing really, really, really well. But you could see here there's some major resistance levels at 125. Right. Now, when it broke 125, it went down to 190. How many of you here, let's say, own the stock at 80, saw it go to 140, still think it's going to 160, and then you have somebody like me telling you, hey, it's not going into 160 anytime soon. And they're like, well, I don't care because it is. Okay, great. But I always tell everyone, why run it down to 90? You just buy it cheaper. You know what I mean? The stock is trending down. It is trending down. And I'm showing you in this video, I'm talking about it. And this was done 3 weeks ago, this video. I'm talking about it and telling you, guys, listen, it's going to go down. I mean, like, I'm just trying to see if I could read all of them here. There was like literally like 200 comments on this one right here. But it's all about following the orders. It's all about following the orders, using the tools. Now, before we go, I want to leave you off with one last thing. Oh, CrowdStrike was another one. I mean, just such clean orders, everywhere. Just gives you that great game plan. You can see when they cancel and so on. Now, I just want to leave everybody off with one thing before we go, until I come back next month and show you another tool, another great tool, but or our style, how we trade, which, by the way, you don't have to wait till next month. You could just come and sign up today and start watching me doing it every day. I'm live every day. We have a professional trading room. You're all welcome to come, and everything. But the thing is this, I'm not a fan of talking about winners. Okay. I don't want to think you guys I have an ego and think I'm the best or anything else. We don't do that in our trading room, because that doesn't make you money. What makes you money is controlling losses. And what everyone here has to understand is that when you're trading, everyone has probably the same problem. You sell your winners too soon and you hold your losers too long. And if you can just, and what happens is you got to have like maybe 5 winners to make up that one loser. And it just becomes very frustrating. Well, the thing is this, the Bookmap will tell you that exactly, and will show you the future. And the thing you have to look at is this: if those orders get filled, like it or not, it's going to go down with you or without. That's what you have to look at. It's going to go with you or without you. Sorry about that. That you heard right now is our live audio broadcast. We have our 2:30 meeting from our other instructors running our trading room right now, and they're talking about some big movers. Actually, let's just see what he has to say. See what he has to say. Yep, that's it. So basically, what you're just listening in is to the traders in our trading room, and you can see right now it's almost at 194. They're just talking about who's in it, who's not in it. A lot of people probably left for the day, because we have traders that trade early morning, late afternoon, and so on. But you could see right now we're using TradeStation as the platform, and he'll bring over that stock. But the thing is this. I'm glad you heard that audio broadcast because this is what we offer at CyberTrade University. We've been trading for over 30 years. I ran the first trading chat room in the industry. And obviously, you could see them all popping up everywhere, even if you're watching us on Discord. But the thing is, I love teaching people, but I love teaching people more that that are losing, and and you're a challenge. I can convert you over to be successful at it. But the thing is this: I'm only good at the tools I have. I'm only good at people I trade with, and everyone's issue here is how to control losses. So um, if you like what you see, you want to learn more how to find stocks like ASTS or like, if you want a TPST or Tesla, all these stocks are there. Every day is a new adventure. It's always a new challenge. It's always great to wake up and knowing that, hey, it's not a hurricane, that you got to worry about. It's sunny skies every day, and it's just every day is Groundhog's Day. So once again, if anyone here is interested, all you have to do, let me bring this up really quick for you and show you how you guys could do this. Here, I got PowerPoint right here. Let me just bring this up. So if anyone here wants to come find out more about CyberTrade University, by the way, this is my book. There's my email address, FaustoP@ctucorp.com. If you're interested in my book, I'm going to give it to you for free. You could pay me $47. I'm not, or otherwise, I'll give it to you for free. If anyone here would like to join my trading room, actually, these are all my presentations at NASDAQ I've done. If anyone wants to join my trading room, all you got to do is click here. And you could just scan your QR code with your phone or just click on CTU.co trial. That's all you got to do. So if you want to do a trial in our trading room for $9 for 1 week, no obligation or anything, you can do that. If you want to join my trading, if you want my book, I'll give it to you for free. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this presentation. I'm glad you guys heard that last minute video really quick. Hopefully you subscribe to my channels. And once again, it's a great job. There's no better time to learn than now. This is the summertime, and September elections come around the corner. But you know what? I'm not going to wait until then. I'm waiting until today and tomorrow, because every day is a new adventure. Thanks for listening, everybody. Look forward to enjoy the rest of your summer and hopefully see everyone in my trading room.